Hello folks, hope you're well. Today, on YouTube, on my YouTube at least, I've had an awful lot of videos coming up with the subjects like this pastor totally destroys Islam at Speaker's Corner. Right. It is not our job to destroy Islam. It is not our job to win arguments against Muslims. It is not our job to create or participate in disorder. And when you see these conversations, it's complete and utter disorder. It's demonic. This person doing this is not a pastor. If the person is a pastor, they're a pastor of the devil, because they are sowing disorder. And it's continuous. It's the same people doing it at Speaker's Corner. They think it's their job to do that. Whether they're trying to start an Islamic war, us against them, I don't know. But again, I'm not really sure that God would want that. I don't read that in the words of Christ, that he wants us to start wars. Truth, yes. The problem is that when, in one video, it was ridiculous. The so-called pastor was speaking down to this Muslim. Speaking to him like he was a little child. Constantly saying the same phrase over and over again, raising his voice while he's saying it, because this Muslim is speaking as well. They're both speaking over each other all the time. Yeah, you can just see Yeshua doing this, can't you? You can see that the Son of God has his nature, that he wants to hate Muslims, that he wants to win in arguments, he wants to show how clever he is. All this stuff is demonic. All of it. And again, you have another channel called So Be It, which is a Jewish channel. And it's so baby. Every one of their videos is so baby. They go mentioning or showing that you can find Yeshua in the Old Testament to Jewish people. Do more. Do more. These people are probably still trying to, kill lambs and use the blood to cover their sins. All they're doing is killing bloody lambs. Their blood is already covered. Teach them that. Teach them something which they can go, ooh, wow. And don't tell them to just leave it. Tell them to go to God. Tell them to go to God, the God of Israel, and ask the God of Israel the question, is this true? What I've been told. Is this true? Like I say in these videos, for goodness sake, pray beforehand. When you come across anything like this, pray beforehand. Ask for guidance. Ask that God will lead you and guide you through this. Take your relationship with God more seriously. If you've got a ministry, take it seriously. Stop doing videos where you're just, so be it, ones like that. Stop doing that. You're just doing the same videos for 10 months of, you going up to Jewish people and telling them that they can find Yeshua in the Bible. Great! We know you do this now. Move on. Do more. Do more. Come on. Teach them about the Lord's Prayer. Teach them the Sermon on the Mount. Do more. God's sake. It's just pointless. It's just for views and just for likes and for the YouTube money. That's all it is. That's all this crap is. The people that put... I'm not saying that... I can't say that the so-called pastor who goes to Speaker's Corner and argues with Muslims all the time and shouts at them and belittles them, I can't say that that person is doing it for money. But the people that put it on video and put it on YouTube, it's only for money. And these videos, this part that totally destroys Islam at Speaker's Corner, it has 619,000 views. This is my point when I say, yes, I could do videos that the world would like and get loads of views, but I don't. I understand it's not my job to do that. I will let Islam destroy Islam, because Islam will destroy Islam. They don't need me to help. They don't need anyone who is supposed to be a Christ or supposed to be a father of God in any way, shape or form. They don't need those people to help. Islam is perfectly capable of destroying itself or proving itself to be demonic. It's very capable. It does it all the time with suicide bombers. Doesn't it? Or when a writer like Salman Rushdie writes a book, then putting a jihad against him, trying to kill anyone who speaks out against them. Yeah, come on. They do a pretty good job to prove that they're not of God, right? To prove that they're of the devil. They do a very good job at that. They don't need our help. And Jewish people, they don't need to know that you think that the scriptures in the Old Testament are pointing to Yeshua. They think some of them are pointing to David. They think some of them are pointing to the Messiah who hasn't come yet. Well, then prove to them that he is. Stop telling them about Isaiah 53, Isaiah 52. Yeah, stop telling them about that. I'm pretty sure most of them have seen the videos now. Be led by God. Bring something new. I'd love to see on one of these videos them speaking about something, that is going to blow your head off. Because what they're saying is like, where did they get that from? Wow. That's incredible. That wisdom is amazing. Are we ever going to get that from So Be It? Or from a channel like that? Or from the channels that put this part that totally destroys Islam at Speaker's Corner? Are we going to get where maybe a pastor is patiently waiting for their time to speak? And speaking in love and kindness and compassion and mercy and grace? Are we going to see those videos? Because, well, the problem is people don't want to see those. People want to see Islam being destroyed by a pastor. The world loves it. That's why it's got 619,000 views. This video that I'm doing now, this one, I'll be surprised if it even gets 6. It won't even get 19. Right? It certainly is not going to get 619. Yet alone 6,000, 19,000 or 600,000. You ain't going to get anywhere near that. Because the world doesn't want to hear that that's wrong. The world doesn't need to hear that we should be doing better. The world wants to hear that we're doing great. And that you're doing great and that stuff's doing great. I was in Tesco's just a few minutes ago. And the roads are still blinking slippery. That's a pain in the ass. Not the roads, the paths. The local council in Elgin haven't actually sorted most of the paths. They're getting very slippery now. There's going to be a lot of people having accidents. It's quite dodgy, to say the least. So, yeah, not good. But I was talking to him about the fact that of the church. That people prefer lies. People prefer to be told that they're doing great than to be told that they're doing things wrong. I mean, if you tell people they're doing things wrong, then maybe you're telling them because you want to help them to do things right. And maybe after you tell them to do things wrong, they can start doing things right. People don't want to hear that. They want to hear they're doing really, really well. And so therefore, they prefer lies and truth. But again, the reality is, folks, and the reason why people get offended, why did people get offended when I spoke to them? Why did they go to the pastor and say, it seems like he's saying that he's right and we're wrong? Why do they focus on that? Because they're in darkness. When people are in darkness, light is offensive. Always going to be the case. Light will always be offensive to those in darkness. Because as I say, the reality is, if what I'm saying is so wrong, why would people ever be offended by it? They're offended because they know what I'm saying is true, but it means they have to do something. And yeah, no, they don't want that. But do better. For goodness sake, come on. But as I say, the problem is people want the views. I know that in a way my videos are doing really, really good right now. Because they're getting no more than double figures. Most of them. Some of them aren't even getting double figures. So I know I'm doing a very good job. People aren't wanting to watch them for very long. 1 minute. So I know I'm doing a very good job. Because it's not that worldly crap that people want to receive. It's not that stuff that makes people feel good. That feeds the soul. Because that's what they want. They want the stuff that feeds the soul, don't they? Yeah. But that is what they want. But to get that, they can go to So Be It. They can go to all these other places that do these other videos, which are very much serving that. Very much serving what the soul would love. So, yeah. But let's try and do better. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.